Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On third down, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Saunders. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
Break 54. Mike 54. Check back. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run with Howard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Howard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Back to throw here. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it at a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
On first down, they run with Howard. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll set up to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Howard, he'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Winston now finding Godwin complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. To throw again on second down. Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Winston. He's got Evans. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A second down throw for Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morrison. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Morrison flushed out right. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Morrison. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Morrison under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a 1st down. Looking to throw. Morrison to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Morrison. That's complete right around the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Back now in Tampa. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down. Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Winston connecting with Howard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play fake. Winston under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Jameis to throw it. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back to throw. Morrison. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now he's going to throw. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Again. 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morrison. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Howard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So now Winston and the Bucs down 24-14. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was. It all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games.